Good morning, everyone. Hope everybody had a great weekend. As far as announcements, I really don't have any. The extra credit assignment I had that I posted last Thursday is due by the end of Monday night. If you're not happy with your grades or think that you're going to have a low grade, or not think you're going to have, you have a low grade, you definitely want to look into doing it. This assignment that I'm posting today, Conditional Probability from a Table, will be due on, it's Monday, so it'll be due Friday night if you want to get Friday night if you want to get full credit for it. Other news, I'm sure most of you heard last week that the board voted, and our last day of school this year will be May 13th, so we don't have a lot of time left. I would definitely suggest y'all get caught up with all your assignments best you can. If you need any help, please contact me. Like I said a minute ago, that today's topic is conditional probability from a table, and I've already told you how much I like probability. So this one I think you're going to find fairly easy. Just make sure that you take time and watch these videos. All right, I'm going to do 3 problems here of conditional probability from a table. All right, they're word questions where you have words in a line and you have a table just like the one I have here. Again, I got to apologize for my writing. This is really hard to write on. You all watch me write all year. You know my writing isn't that great, but I'm writing with a little bitty rubber tip stylus, and so it's kind of difficult. All right, here's the question. What is the probability a student has a brother given that they do not have a sister? All right. Maybe that should be does not have a sister. Yeah, that should be does not have a sister. All right. Look at the way this is written. It says given they do not have a sister. All right. So do not have a sister. We're going to just be talking about these down here. Right? So, what's the probability that what's the probability a student has a brother? So it's going to be this column, but we're only talking about these. All right, we're only talking about. Let me circle it in red. It says given they do not have a sister. Okay, so this is the given part here. We can just ignore this part up here. This has nothing to do with the answer. All right, so. What is the probability a student has a brother given they do not have a sister? So if we look down here, the probability is going to be 8 out of 8 plus 3 out of 11. That's your answer right there. You don't have to do anything. You enter that straight into the Delta Math. You'll type in 8, and you're going to hit a bar like this, and then it'll give you a fraction. Then you type in 11. All right, I want to make sure that you understand, see why it's 11. Okay, there's a total of 11 people, 8 plus 3, that don't have a sister. But only 8 of them has a brother. So the answer is going to be 8 out of 11. That's the probability. All right, take a look at that for a few minutes. I'm going to give you some more example, but I want you to see this. What is the probability a student has a brother, given that they don't have a sister? And that's this whole row. This whole row here on the bottom does not have a sister. So the answer is 8 out of 11. Watch that again if it confuses you. We're going to go on to the next question right now. All right, here's another table and another question. All right, it's just people if they own cats and if they own dogs. All right, watch how this question is. If a person has a cat, what's the probability they have a dog? All right, let's look at this table. All right, I'm going to get a colored marker here. If a person has a cat, we're only going to be talking about these people. These does not have a cat over here. This we don't even use this information. We don't even need this because this is all about if a person has a cat. So we're only talking about these 14 people right here. All right, I can just put a line through these. That data is irrelevant. Okay, if a person has a cat, what's the probability that they have a dog? All right, so the probability is going to be the number of people that has a dog from these 14 people is going to be 11. And I've already said the denominator. You add these two together because there's 14 people that has a cat. All right, and it wants to know what's the probability of those 14 people that they also have a dog. So that's your answer. 11 over 14. And again, if you don't remember from the last question, that's how you answer it too. You put in 11, okay, and then do a backslash, and then Delta Math will give you a fraction, and then you put 14 on the bottom. If you're one of those people that has to make that a decimal, that's fine. The only problem is you come down into the rounding issue that some of you have had problems with. So if you type in 11 divided by 14, 11 over 14, your answer is always going to be right. All right, here's my third and final problem I'm going to do. And that's just a reminder too. Delta Math has a video. If you don't find mine satisfactory and you don't like what I show you, I mean, I don't have a lot of ego when it comes to this stuff. Feel free to watch that video. I do ask that you watch my video because it does cover everything that we're going to do. But, like I said, if it doesn't do enough, go ahead and watch their video also. I would suggest that you stop the video right now and try this one by yourself. Question is, what is the probability a student passed a test given they didn't do the homework? All right. Hopefully you gave it a try and you can match your answer against mine. All right, let's look at the way this question is written. What's the probability that the student passed a test given they didn't do the homework? All right, given they didn't do the homework is the key word, the keywords, so we know we're just talking about these here. There's only 5 students that didn't do the homework. So what's the probability the student passed the test given they didn't do the homework? So if we look at this column here, that's the past. So we know that 2 passed and there was 5 that didn't do their homework. So that's your complete answer there, all right? What's the probability the student passed the test given they didn't do the homework? 5 of them didn't do their homework. 2 of them passed. So the probability is 2 over 5. All right, if you have any questions, please contact me. I think you'll find this homework pretty doable. I think we're scheduled to spend one more day on probability, which will probably be on Thursday. Then we move on for the last 3 weeks of the year to something else. So if you got any questions or you're having any problems at all with Delta Math, I think people find the Delta Math fairly easy to use. The only problems I've noticed so far are rounding. And that's something maybe we ought to probably take a class to work on straight across the board, because that's something that trips people up on ACT and CERT test. But guys, you all have a good week. I will talk to you again on Thursday. Be safe.